right, so Aaron Tomes playing Blue-White Stoneforge.
Actually, Aaron Toms. I was actually just talking to one of his
Toms,
friends.
okay.
He told me how to actually pronounce his name, which is
playing against Andrew Morrow. Andrew on the play leads things off with a Noble Hierarch. Aaron with just a land for the first turn. Andrew on the second turn. Again, a Brainstorm. Now we can expect him to have a fetch land in his second main phase.
So Andrew looks to be playing a Bant kind of list, Bant Blade. And Aaron is on, looks like Blue-White Blade.
And that's an interesting play by Andrew there, that he played that Brainstorm. It looks like he already had the land and a Knight of the Reliquary. And playing a Knight of the Reliquary on turn 2 against Stoneblade deck, pretty strong. I mean, with 1 mana, they can't daze. All they really have access to is Spell Snare. So that's really the perfect time to resolve your Knight. A little bit of a missed opportunity there for Andrew, but he may be unfamiliar with the deck and be playing around daze. Another land for Aaron, and he's passing the turn here. Aaron playing a single copy of Tropical Island in his Stoneblade deck so that he has access to Corrosive Grip.
Yeah, I do that
choice
as well.
Yeah.
I just want to have that Corrosive Grip access from the board.
Some other interesting choices in his deck. He's playing 2 main deck Spell Pierce and main deck Vidalcan Shackles.
Love the Shackles. One of my favorite cards ever.
Shackles is one of the most powerful spells you can have against creature decks.
So Andrew with a Knight of the Reliquary, just chilling there while Aaron finishes shuffling up.
And that Knight can run away with the game very quickly. He gets very large, very fast. So his Swords to Plowshares is going to take care of that and put Andrew up to 22 here. All right, a 6-minute time extension for these guys. So even though there are only 4 minutes left in the round, as long as they play quickly, they're going to be fine here. An important note: if you often play in tournaments and play control decks, whenever you make a judge call, make sure to ask for a time extension afterward. And after they give you the time extension, always ask for more time. That's my rule of thumb.
Sounds good.
And if they say no more time, appeal it. And then you get extra time because you had to wait for the appeal. And they usually give you more. It works out well. You always want more time. All right, a Geist of Saint Trap for Aaron Tomes makes him ahead on the board, but Andrew's going to go ahead and force that, but Aaron has a force of his own, and he removes the Snapcaster Mage and is able to resolve his Geist of Saint Trap. Geist of Saint Trap is a very powerful spell. Ooh, now another Knight of the Reliquary for Andrew Morrow is going to be able to block this Geist.
But Aaron, I believe, has another Swords to Plowshares.
And that's going to be pretty good. Ooh, a Brainstorm, and I kind of like this play from Aaron. Hopefully he has a fetch land in his hand, but a blind Brainstorm I would not like here. I think it's just better to just Swords. But I've seen a lot of Brainstorms played today where people don't have shuffle effects, and you know those people are still at top tables, so maybe I'm doing it wrong. All right, and an attack. And Andrew decides to take the full 6, and that's it's a pretty aggressive play on his part. Perhaps he's very interested in starting to activate this Knight. He thinks that can get him back into the game.
Did I see that wrong? I swear I thought he had another Swords.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that he allowed his opponent to untap when he had a Swords to Plowshares. Alright, now Tomes put 2 non-lands back on the top of his library with that Brainstorm. And again, that's one of the reasons why you kind of want to wait till the very last possible moment with those Brainstorms. Hitting a 4th land drop, I know he has Jace in his hand, but you know he also has other live cards in his hand, so it's not quite as important as one might think it is. Alright, now Andrew
finishes resolving his Ponder there and draws.
And it looks like Andrew also without a 4th land. Fortunately for him, he has Noble Hierarch to help out. And a Stoneforge Mystic is going to make the board pretty impressive for Andrew. He can search his library here for what I assume will be an Umezawa's Jitte.
He's also got Sword of Feast and Famine and Batterskull in the main.
Okay, well, I like the Batterskull, actually. He's playing Bant, so usually I don't have Batterskull, and I actually didn't look over the deck list. That's why I assumed he would get Jit, but I very much like that he has Batterskull in his deck, and I also like that that's what he searched for.
So there you saw the Wasteland on Aaron's Tundra.
And that's going to be really rough for Aaron, because here's another turn where he's not going to draw land.
Yeah, this is interesting because, Andrew has all that pressure. And, but Aaron has, deceptively large amount of pressure as well. Looks like he's got just this little 2/2, but I mean, that's represents 6 damage.
Yeah, 6 damage every single turn, and just 2 hits from that. Andrew's already down to 9 now.
And Andrew has no answer for the...
And this game has become completely out of reach for Aaron.
Yeah, so... Now things are a little rough, because that Batterskull will just negate any of the damage done by the Angel. Aaron, of course, draws into his second non-land that he had put on top, so going to miss a land drop here. I think he just passed the turn. Knight of the Reliquary, activated, sacrifice a tropical island, get a Windswept Heath, crack the Heath, searching for a, likely another Plains or Forest. There's a basic forest, and that knight is now, I think it's big is the power toughness on it.
I actually think it's a 5/5.
That's pretty big.
That's pretty big. It's a big guy for a 3-mana dude.
Yeah. There's at least a fetch land and a tropical island in there, and a wasteland as well.
Oh, it's a 6/6.
Oh, it's a 6/6. Okay.
Nice.
I knew there were 3 at least.
In comes the Batterskull.
Who's got the keys to the Jeep?
Batterskull punches Aaron in the face for 4. Andrew popping back up to 12 here. Aaron down to Aaron also. Ooh, Aaron's down to 10. Okay. Now Andrew with the mana to hard cast his Force of Will, bashing in with Batterskull and Knight of the Reliquary. Beep beep. And Geist is going to be forced to block if it's going to if Aaron wants to live. And
yeah, so
Aaron here hanging out at the very last moment, but there's nothing in his deck that can save him now.
Yeah, he is just overwhelmed here. Andrew, unfortunately for Aaron, was able to kind of just populate the board with so much, and then capitalize on Aaron's stumble there. Stumble on mana. Another Geist.
Ooh, a second Geist for Aaron, and that's not going to be good enough here. And now
just a chump blocker.
Yep.
And there
that's
it is.
And Andrew just completely runs over Aaron here with his Bant deck.
Yeah, that's tough when you stumble like that, and really, it's don't have anything. You're drawing. You want to interact.
That's what we've seen with Stoneblade all day today.
Interact.
They're just not drawing well.
Obviously, it's a bad deck.
Unbelievable to me.
Why do both of us play Stoneblade? It's obviously a bad deck.
I never ever lose with it. I don't understand how it keeps losing.